Since the creation of the universe, the cosmos has been expanding. Day by day, astronomers all around the world are trying to catch up and discover everything we can about the universe we live in. We've been studying the cosmos since ancient times, and yet, we've only discovered about 5% of it. We've amassed decent knowledge about the universe and made some of the strangest and weirdest discoveries. Let's dive in and learn more about the most enigmatic and eccentric things in the cosmos. From rogue black holes to the spacecraft destroyer anomaly, here are the 15 weirdest things found in outer space. Number 15. Rogue black holes. Our galaxy, the Milky Way, is teeming with black holes. In fact, experts estimate that there are about 100 million of them in our galaxy alone. You've most likely heard about black holes, but what are they really? In pop culture, black holes are invisible destroyers capable of swallowing anything near them. Many theories surround black holes, and a popular belief is that those who get stuck inside black holes may become capable of time traveling. In astronomy, black holes are points in the universe where gravity is so strong that not even light can escape it. Even planets, spacecraft, or stars won't be able to escape its pull. All of them will be compressed in a fittingly named process called spaghettification. Rogue black holes are nomads, or unbound interstellar objects that wander around the universe. Theoretically, a rogue black hole may one day zoom through the solar system and rip Earth and other nearby planets apart. Our planet wouldn't stand a chance if this really happened. They're almost impossible to detect because they suck in the light around them. However, thanks to the school bus-sized Hubble Space Telescope, scientists detected a rogue black hole rapidly moving in the Milky Way galaxy. There's no need for you to worry though. The odds of this happening are minuscule. The chances are only about 1 in 10 to the 20th power. That's a lot of zeros. For comparison, that's the same odds as someone winning the lottery jackpot 3 times in a row. Before we go on, like this video, smash the subscribe button, and click the notification bell right now. Number 14. Unexplainable odd radio circles. This ghostly blob was spotted by astronomers, and it seems like more blobs are scattered around the universe. It took an incredibly powerful and sensitive radio telescope just to spot these strange circular areas. They were first spotted in 2019, and ever since, we've made little progress in learning what they are and where they come from. No one has ever seen these interstellar objects before. For now, researchers call them odd radio circles. These ghostly sphere-like objects in extragalactic space don't seem to be produced by any phenomena that we know of. However, new data gathered by astronomers in South Africa might finally help us solve the mystery behind odd radio circles. It turns out that the ORCs are located in a galaxy too far away to be detected before. There's a possibility that these spooky circles are massive explosions of hot gas located millions of light years away from our planet. But this is only half of the explanation behind ORCs. We still don't know what's causing the explosions that form them. There's a possibility that these spooky spheres are formed when two incredibly massive black holes merge together. This phenomena is known to release an enormous amount of energy, which can easily generate radio circles. There's also the chance that they're produced by an astrophysical process known as starburst. This involves a galaxy producing stars at an incredibly rapid speed. This process can cause hot gas to explode out from the galaxy, producing these spherical radio waves. The technology that we have today may not be enough for us to get a better view of this strange phenomena, but soon we might be able to finally learn more about it. Number 13. Cosmic cannibalism. Anthropophagy or cannibalism involves humans eating human flesh. Some tribes in the world practice cannibalism for rituals. However, it's considered a taboo in most places. Yet, it seems like it's also practiced by interstellar objects. Recently, the Hubble Space Telescope spotted for the first time a star eating its own planets. That's like our Sun eating Earth and all the planets nearby. This phenomena was observed in a nearby planetary system. The white dwarf star at the center of the system exhausted all of its nuclear fuel, and it started to violently suck in everything from its inner to outer reaches. It's terrifying to imagine, but just like this white dwarf, our Sun will also someday die. And when it happens, it will be incredibly catastrophic. With this new discovery, astronomers can predict what will happen to our Sun as it turns into a white dwarf. There's a huge possibility that some 6 billion years from now, the Sun will move into the next stage of its life and vaporize almost everything in the solar system, including Earth. Number 12. USS Jellyfish. More than 1 million light-years away is a massive entity that has been puzzling researchers for years. This enormous structure has captivated the minds of astronomers since it was spotted in 2017. It's located in a cluster of galaxies about 340 million light-years away from us, known as Able 2877. This object is so incredibly strange that the astronomers who first saw it thought that it was produced by an error or a bug in the program. This strange thing is known as the Ultra-Steep Spectrum Jellyfish, or simply USS Jellyfish. I know, that sounds like the name of an alien ship or monster, but this thing is nothing but plasma. It might look like a jellyfish to us, but that shape might only be limited to our perspective. What's curious is that USS Jellyfish emits strange radio waves that are rarely observed. It also turned out that the USS Jellyfish is only visible to some of the most sensitive radio telescopes in the world. It can only be observed at a very narrow band of low frequencies, which makes it undetectable for conventional radio telescopes that usually have higher frequencies. We still have no idea what exactly this strange object is, but we do know that it's incredibly rare. Astronomers also think that it's been in the universe for over 2 billion years, and it remained undetected until 2017. Number 11. Nuclear pasta. The universe is filled with a lot of strange things, most of which are still unknown and complete mysteries to humanity. One of them is nuclear pasta. I know it sounds like a made-up name, but this just shows how creative astronomers are at naming the things they observe in the universe. Before I tell you about nuclear pasta, let's talk about neutron stars. When an enormous star runs out of fuel, it will subsequently collapse, and it will become a neutron star. It is the densest object we can observe. Imagine 500,000 times the Earth's mass squished inside of a small sphere, about 12 miles across. That's like fitting millions of Earth in a city like Manhattan. Inside these dense objects is a material known as nuclear pasta. This material can be found deep inside the crust of neutron stars and is incredibly strong. This material is formed because of the extreme amount of pressure, and the possible shapes it turns into coincidentally resemble the pasta that we have on Earth. On the surface of a neutron star is nuclear pasta, known as gnocchi, named after the bubble-like Italian food. There are also materials in the shape of spaghetti and flat sheets of lasagna. Astronomers are incredibly excited to learn more about this material, although there's one horrifying thing about them. A tiny speck of nuclear pasta is so powerful that it could never exist on Earth. If it somehow managed to land on our planet, it would explode like a catastrophic nuclear bomb. Number 10. The Earth's second moon. As kids, we're taught that unlike other planets, Earth is loyal to one satellite, our moon. However, it turns out that we also have a second moon. In 2020, a team of astronomers discovered a strange object orbiting our planet. When they looked closer, they discovered that it was a mini-moon, which they called 2020 SO2. The object seemed to have been captured by our planet's gravity, and it had no choice but to orbit around us. Some astronomers think that this so-called second moon isn't a natural object in space, but man-made technology built in the 1960s that somehow found its way back to our planet's orbit. To this day, we're still unsure what exactly this galactic object is. However, it seems like we don't need to ponder much about its existence. Astronomers think that 2 years after its discovery, this strange mini-moon will slowly drift away from our planet and eventually leave Earth's orbit. After that, it will continue its journey orbiting around the Sun. Perhaps 2020 SO2 is the Earth's second moon that never was. Number 9. Possible alien structure. We can never really talk about outer space without mentioning aliens. This star in particular has been the subject of alien conspiracy theories since it was discovered. This cosmic object is known as Tabby's star. This strange object is located about 1,500 light-years away from our planet and is a part of the constellation known as Cygnus. If you're into constellations, you might have already heard about this star. Also known as Boyajian star, or KIC 8462852, this strange object was spotted by NASA's Kepler spacecraft. Astronomers quickly noticed that this star's light faded slowly for decades, but occasionally it would light up. This is a phenomenon that has not been seen in other similar stars. All other stars that fluctuated in their overall brightness had infrared emissions. Tabby's star did not. Throughout the years, many attempts to explain this behavior have been made, but so far, no conclusions have been reached. Some astronomers think that Tabby's star isn't actually a star, but a huge swarm of comets. Others claim that it's a planet, while others claim that it's a massive alien megastructure. While it's exciting to think that this strange object could finally be our first interaction with aliens, there's still much to learn about it. But just in case it is aliens, it's chilling to think that there would be a life form so incredibly close to our planet that managed to stay undetected for centuries. Number 8. One of the weirdest moons in the solar system. There are a lot of strange objects in our solar system, but perhaps Saturn's 8th satellite is among the weirdest. This is Hyperion, and unlike other moons, it's not an imperfect sphere or spheroid. Instead, it looks like a spongy potato. This strange satellite orbits around its planet in a strange manner. Unlike our moon, which orbits around the Earth in a circular path, Hyperion's orbit is quite eccentric, and we still don't know its contents. To this day, this oddball of a moon remains to be one of the largest irregularly shaped satellites that has ever been discovered. However, astronomers recently found out that despite this satellite being one of the smallest, it's actually among the oldest of Saturn's moons. For this reason, scientists think that billions of years ago, Hyperion was once a proper moon, but it might have been part of a major collision that gave it its odd shape and equally eccentric orbit. Number 7. Fast radio bursts. Also known as FRBs, these sudden and rapid radio waves have been one of the most confusing space discoveries as of yet. The very first one was detected in 2007, and as years passed by, they became increasingly frequent. It turns out that we detected one of these signals as early as 2001, but everyone failed to notice. It wasn't until recently that this enigmatic phenomena came to the attention of experts. We now detect at least 800 of these enigmatic blasts a day, and scientists still don't know what exactly they are. It's believed that FRBs come from outside our galaxy, and their origin is hundreds of millions of light years away from our planet. This means that whatever is creating these bursts is releasing amounts of energy similar to what our sun releases over the span of 80 years. Because of this, some researchers believe that FRBs are created by colliding black holes. But some also think that they're sent by extraterrestrial civilizations who may have finally decided to reach out to our galaxy. Number 6. Planet 9. On August 24, 2006, the International Astronomical Union officially downgraded Pluto from being the 9th planet in our solar system to just a dwarf planet. Since then, the 9th planet status has been empty. However, it seems like there's another planet in our solar system that might join the other 8 recognized planets. This wouldn't really be the first time that we've mistakenly identified something in our solar system as a planet, only for it to turn out to be something else. For instance, in 1801, Ceres was initially classified as a planet, only for astronomers to discover later that it was just a massive asteroid. But it seems like astronomers are pretty sure about this one. Known as Planet 9, this heavenly body was first observed around 2014. Well, we haven't seen it just yet, but astronomers detected several things that suggest it exists. That's why it's also called the ghost planet. Astronomers detected a small dwarf planet called 2012 VP113. This small heavenly body was observed orbiting far away from our sun. This elongated orbit wouldn't be possible if there isn't another heavenly body near it. That's why astronomers think that hundreds of millions of light years away from Earth is a planet 10 times bigger than ours. If Planet 9 really exists, it takes at least 10,000 years for it to finish its orbit around the sun. The massive distance between the two planets makes it hard for us to spot it. Who knows? With the development of more powerful telescopes, we might be able to conclude whether we will have a 9th planetary member. Number 5. Alst Pizarro. Categorizing all of the things we've found so far in outer space helps us understand the massive and ever-expanding universe we live in. However, this one space discovery refused to fit into one category. Is it a comet or an asteroid? Since it was first discovered in 1979, this object known as Alst Pizarro confused astronomers all around the world. In most circumstances, it would be easy to tell if an observed cosmic object is an asteroid or a comet. Asteroids are chunks of rock that can be as small as a bus, or as massive as 600 miles across. For comparison, the asteroid that wiped out the existence of the dinosaurs millions of years ago was only about 7 miles across. Comets, on the other hand, are snowballs of frozen rock, dust, and debris that orbit the sun. As they get closer to the star, they will slowly release their gases, which is why many of them have visible tails. Els Pizarro seems to have the quality of both an asteroid and a comet. It was first observed orbiting in the asteroid belt, which meant astronomers classified it as an asteroid. But when it was observed in 1996, its appearance was more like a comet. Experts all around the world have their own opinions regarding the classification of this confusing object. And until we get to observe it once more, the disagreements will continue. Number 4. Mysterious interstellar object. There are a lot of mysterious things in the universe, but perhaps this interstellar object is the most enigmatic space discovery to date. On October 19, 2017, astronomer Robert Warwick, working at the University of Hawaii, spotted a strange object with the use of the Panoramic Survey Telescope and Rapid Response System at Haleakala Observatory in Hawaii. This interstellar object, known as Oumuamua, is named after the Hawaiian word for scout. It's an elongated object about a kilometer long and about 160 meters wide. Because of its shape and size, some astronomers call it an interstellar cucumber or a cosmic log. This enigmatic object was the first known interstellar entity that visited our solar system. It was observed in 2017. It sped by our planet in a strange orbit, and after about 11 days, it was already too small and too dim to be observed. Since then, astronomers have been scratching their heads trying to explain what this thing is. Because of its unknown origins and properties, many conspiracy theories surround this object. Some claim that it's an alien megastructure that happened to pass by our planet, while some claim that it's nothing but a massive space rock. However, aside from its odd speed, shape, and orbit, what's more intriguing about this object is its motion. Upon closer observation, astronomers noticed that its motion wasn't solely influenced by the gravity of our sun. Instead, its trajectory throughout the universe seems to be controlled by something else, something that could be artificially made. This led several astronomers to think that there's a small possibility that this scout isn't just a space rock, but an alien space probe. Today, many still believe that this interstellar object is a comet and nothing more, but we're still unsure to this day. Although it's gone forever, it seems like the mystery of this interstellar visitor will forever remain. Number 3. Hoag's object. In 1950, an astronomer named Arthur Hoag discovered what is now one of the most mysterious and enigmatic things in the universe, the Hoag's object. This strange object that resembles a sunny-side-up egg with a gap in the middle has been classified as a ring-shaped galaxy. It measures about 100,000 light-years across, making it larger than the Milky Way. Although it's located more than 600 million light-years away from Earth, many astronomers are still eager to know more about this unique galaxy. The galaxy we belong to, the Milky Way, is described as a flat spiral, but Hoag's object, on the other hand, is a strange one. It has a yellow core at its center, and around it is a ring of young blue stars, and in the middle is nothing. Aside from its strange shape, astronomers still can't identify whether Hoag's object is just one galaxy or a galaxy within a galaxy. Initially, Arthur Hoag claimed that the ring shape and the gap in the middle of this galaxy is nothing but an optical illusion, but later observation quickly disproved this idea. Some researchers believe that this galaxy was once shaped like a disk, but a neighboring galaxy crashed through it and ripped a hole in its center, forever altering its shape. However, no evidence of this ancient collision has been found. This ring galaxy is among 0.1% of all known galaxies so far, and the information we have about them is still limited, making it hard for us to reach a conclusion about it. Number 2. Superplanet made of diamonds. On Earth, there are some diamonds worth hundreds of millions of dollars, but did you know that there's a planet literally made of this precious stone in the universe? Say goodbye to the priceless Kohinoor or the Cullinan diamond, because the superplanet 55 Cancri E is literally covered in this material. This alien planet was first discovered in 2004 near a star in our galaxy. At first, researchers thought that the planet is composed mostly of iron, silicon, and carbon, but recent studies suggest otherwise. It turns out that at least a third of this planet, twice the size of ours, is made of diamonds. Unlike Earth, 55 Cancri E has a scorching surface temperature of 2,100 degrees Celsius, and it also completes its orbit in just 18 hours. But here's the big question. How much is the estimated cost of this diamond planet? One could easily say that it's priceless. but of course, astronomers like to provide estimates. Theoretically, it would be worth about $26.9 million. That's 26.9 followed by 28 extra zeros. Unfortunately, there's no chance that we would be able to mine this precious stone from outer space. After all, our lives are still much more precious than a stone. Aside from its high temperature, there's also no water on this planet. If you want, you can get a glimpse of the star that this diamond planet orbits. It's called 55 Cancri, and it's located about 40 light-years away from Earth. But this star is still close enough to our planet that you can see it with your naked eye. Number 1. Spacecraft Destroyer Anomaly. Have you heard about the South Atlantic Anomaly, or SAA? This strange place is one of the most mysterious features of our planet. Some astronomers reported seeing an intense light as they passed through SAA, a region of the Earth's magnetic field. This strange region not only exposes spacecraft to lethal amounts of radiation, but also endangers the astronauts passing through it. There's no way to detect radiation with our senses alone. It has no color, taste, or odor. The next thing you know, you've already been exposed to an unhealthy level of these particles. Researchers believe that this anomaly is caused by the 2 rings of charged particles trapped in our planet's magnetic field, known as the Van Allen radiation belts. This anomaly led to the destruction of many spacecraft, including the Japan Aerospace Exploration Agency's X-ray astronomy satellite. Also known as Hitomi, it was sent to space in February 2016, but after passing through the South Atlantic anomaly, the space station abruptly lost connection to the probe. In the end, it was seen broken up into pieces. This failure alone cost the country about $270 million. Furthermore, this anomaly disrupts the function of spacecraft. It also exposes astronauts to risk because of the high level of radiation. Fortunately, more and more spacecraft are now built to protect their passengers from ample amounts of radiation. The universe is definitely filled with mysteries, and we might not be able to ever discover all of its secrets. For now, we will continue to marvel at everything astronomers have found so far. Before you go, make sure to share the most interesting space discovery you know about in the comments down below. Also, check out our other cool stuff showing up on the screen right now, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care, everybody.